It's not a crime to be cocky in the ring. In fact, we're all for it. But if you're going to taunt and tease your opponent, at least be ready to back up your cockiness with action, or learn how to take a punch. There are those who can still pull it off and come out the last man standing, but there are a special group of fighters who are just all about the mouth and hardly any action. However, in their defense, being cocky is a tactic used to distract and disarm your opponent, and it can be a well-needed tool at the right time and for the right person. So in today's video, we'll take a look at cocky fighters who couldn't back up their cockiness with action or put their money where their mouth is and end up getting owned. But before we get started, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you'll never miss any of our future videos. Number 1. The fight between botter Haye and Peter Graham was just sweet, sweet karma. Kickboxer Haye already had on his cocky attitude since the press conference. He disrespected Graham by calling him an amateur and even refused to shake hands at the press conference. Later on, still at the press conference, Haye, so full of himself, went eye to eye with Graham, still trying to intimidate him and get the better of him. Like that wasn't enough, he planted a kiss on Graham's cheek, which resulted in a pre-game show for all the spectators there. Graham slammed Haye to the ground as they had an altercation. Haye should have learned his lesson there, but I guess karma still had plans for him. Finally, the fight gets to the ring, and Graham doesn't waste any time knocking Haye out of the ring and into an ambulance with a spinning heel kick. Guess it's true what they say. He who laughs last, laughs loudest. Number 2. A few days before Wilder and Spilka's fight, the two fighters are seen exchanging words and trash-talking to each other. Spilka's mantra throughout the trash talk was, "You're going down." Guess he should have checked that first before shouting it in Wilder's face. Although both fighters were cocky, only one knew how to back his words with action. The fight had started and both men were able to survive until the 9th round. But it was obvious that Spilka's energy was already drained, but he still had some fight left in him. Or so he thought. Wilder lands a clean right hook to Spilka's face and knocks him right out. Guess he wasn't conscious to see who finally went down. Number 3. From the media stand, the tatted up fighter looked super confident as he proudly held onto his belt with one hand and put a fist with the other hand to his opponent's face. Whatever that cockiness was meant to achieve, it totally failed because the opponent saw an opening and landed a heavy punch that knocked him out. Number 4. Not all fighters are interested in trash talk, and Klitschko's one of the few who would rather let his fights speak for him. But David Haye was all for trash talk. In fact, he even went out of his way to make a t-shirt with the image of him holding Klitschko's decapitated head. He probably already saw the future. But in the ring, Klitschko showed Haye who the boss was after delivering a round of punches that leaves our cocky fighter on the ground. Number 5. If you're into boxing, then you've probably heard of Adrien the Problem Bronner. Bronner's known for his cockiness and overconfidence. As such, he didn't have any problem mouthing off to Marcos Maidana. At the media stand, Bronner arrogantly chews his gum as he looks at Maidana with eyes that say, "You are finished." Maidana was not really into it as he watched our cocky fighter like an animation. The fight starts hot as Maidana lands some heavy blows that send Bronner against the ropes. Maidana takes an offensive stance as he continues to deliver blows to Bronner. They manage to get to the 2nd round, and Maidana strikes a blow that knocks Bronner out for the first time in his career. And before the fight is over, Bronner is knocked out again. This fight is priceless. It's one for the halls of fame. Number 6. From his entrance into the ring, you might have concluded that the fighter in red will win the fight. But hold that thought. His opponent, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have any theatrics in him. In fact, he has his back to the cocky fighter who still shoves his face in his front. This fight ended up being one of the shortest fights in history. The fighter in black lands a heavy right hook that the cocky fighter probably didn't see coming, and he lands flat on the floor as the fighter in black delivers bleeding punches to his face. Number 7. This fighter was super confident in his dodging and defending skills. As both fighters moved around the ring, the cocky fighter kept taunting his opponent to hit him. Whatever his strategy was, he didn't think it through as he left himself open. His opponent, seeing a window, takes him out with a brutal kick, and he doesn't hesitate to land a few more blows to completely knock out his opponent's light. Number 8. Uzi had a great entrance into the ring as he confidently showcased his dance moves. And as his opponent makes his way into the ring, Uzi does not hesitate to walk up to him as they both get into a standoff. As the fight begins, Uzi's opponent delivers a bleeding round of right hooks to Uzi's face, and before we know it, Uzi is knocked out cold. Number 9. Number 10. After the first round, Williams is so confident that he has the upper hand that he can't help but show off some dance moves. By the next round, Superman Stevenson did not waste time in delivering a left hook that leaves Williams sprawling on the floor. This is why it's best to wait to be declared the winner before busting some moves. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Out of all these clips, which was your favorite? You can let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video, please press like to show your support, subscribe to watch more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an upload. Thanks for watching.